त्याला काय एवढं घाबरत? त्याला काय नाही, मला काय लागेल ओस लागेल बोलू शकतो आपण. ओके. हेलो हेलो, गुड मॉर्निंग सर. हेलो हेलो.
Hello. Good morning, sir. Hello. Hello.
हॅलो.
Good morning, sir.
Yes. गुड मॉर्निंग.
Yes, yes, yes. Yes,
माझा आवाज येतोय का महेश सर?
yes, sir. Yes, sir. Continue, sir.
आता येतोय ना? ओके,
Yes, yes, yes. No problem.
चालेल.
Continue.
येस. ओके.
Okay,
येस,
okay,
येस.
sir.
So good morning all. I am Dr. Sandeep Shivale. I'm working as assistant professor here from last 10 years. And now for you people, for this semester, I am conducting the heat transfer course. So good morning to all. Meantime, if you are not getting my audio, the screen is not visible, you please reply on a chat section, so I immediately get to know the thing is not working in a properly. So you people are there, please just say something in the chat so I come to know. Yeah, in the question sections, if you have any kind of related things. So almost 54 attendees are there, right? So I will start here with the some basic things. Before that, in a just couple of minutes, I will give the some instructions to you people. So the mode of conduction this particular course is, we don't know when the situations will be work, but up to that particular situations, it is probably a online mode. Now, I hope you all have seen the introduction PPT already I shared in the last week. In that particular PPT, each and everything is mentioned in very proper way. Okay, what are the modes we people are using, how the assessment is going on, and in a parallelly, what are the mandatory things are there. So very simple thing is that for every class, yeah, for not every class, but for most of the class, we will conduct some pre-activities. Yeah, pre-survey we can say that. Means pre-survey is nothing but the essential part. Yeah, it is expected that from undergraduate students before learning any kind of the new subject, they will know or they should know the some basic concept. If they know these particular basic concepts, so it is easy for us to follow our the own paths. Yeah, we have to take the more efforts on you peoples, but the this concept is essential part. So by considering that particular part, I have kept one quiz today at 8:30 to 8:45, 8:50. So this is a 20-minute quiz, and I will show you that almost 52 participants have the participated over here. And I already just a few minutes back I released their scores also, so the individuals can know their scores. This is probably not a graded activity, but yes, this is really a important thing for understanding the level of the students, as well as uh, the mandatory things for any kind of the new subjects. So a very simple way I have asked the questions, and I've seen that most of the students secured more than 6 marks. Some of the students have secured the some kind of the lesser marks. So that is not a question. Just only thing is that we get to know the certain things from you people. So this is one thing you must have to appear for your pre-survey before the class start. So that pre-survey part already we people have over because of the some technical issues. We are just late for the 2 minutes, 2 to 3 minutes. Now, when the session is going on, randomly we will unmute any kind of the students and we will ask the questions, or we'll float the poll in between the sessions. And these particular polls is mandatory to answer everyone. So it will check that whether you people are attentive or not. So that is one part. Uh, and at the end of the class, probably at the end of the class, we will check the post survey for the particular class. So these are the few things that are needed for you people to understand the subject in a proper way, as well as we have to increase your attentiveness in a particular course. So these are the some minimum instructions. So when the course is going on and everything is you come to know, so there will be some kind of the questions, there will be some kind of the introductions again for you people. But for again for teaching schemes, for examination patterns, how much the assignments are there, how the graded thing is going on, already I shared the one PPT. In that particular PPT, each and everything will get you for you people. If you're not getting any kind of the things, then you just please reply me on my mail ID. So I will try to correct you peoples in that particular regards. So with this we will just start the course. So now what is mean by the heat transfer? Firstly, this in a pre-survey also I asked this particular questions. So, uh, as the name implies, heat transfer is nothing but the transfer of the heat. Now, from where the particular heat get transfer? So, obviously, and the nature's law also we know that heat is always transferred from high temperature to the low temperature. So that's it's very simple. So by keeping this particular concept in mind, they are having some engineering are involved over here, like that as this is the nature's law, or this is the basic law of heat transfer. How we will use for our purposes, our means nothing but the chemical engineering perspectives, how we people can use. And now based upon that, we need to design the some unit operations. We have to go with the some kind of the fabrications. When we have to go for the fabrication, the designing is a must. For the designing, we need for means designing nothing but we need a equipment. For designing the equipment, we have to do some theoretical calculations. And for a theoretical calculations, we should know the basic concepts of the heat transfer. We should know the some laws. We have to solve the some kind of the derivations. We have to solve the some numericals. So then you will complete one kind of the cycle. So now concept, the derivation, equipment designing, and then commercial use of this particular equipment in a chemical industry. So this cycle we need to complete, and this is nothing but the study of your heat transfer, right? So now they're having some more explanation in this particular regards. So it is a discipline of thermal engineering that concerns the generation, use, conduction, conversion, exchange of the thermal energy heat between the physical systems. Heat transfer is a science which deals with the flow of the heat from higher temperature to the lower temperature. It cannot be stored, and it is defined as energy in a transit due to the difference in a temperature of hot and the cold bodies. The study of the heat transfer not only explains how the heat energy transport, but also the predict about the rate of the heat transfer. When the certain amount of the water is evaporated or condensed, the amount of the heat transfer in either of the process is the same. However, the rate of the heat transfer in both the cases may be the different. So this is the simple introductions about the heat transfer. So now in this particular simple introduction, you have to try to understand some simple concept like that heat is always transferred from high side to the lower side. Heat or any kind of the energy, it is very difficult to the store. So for that particular storage mechanism means it is nothing but the heat is available with you and you have to store it. But you know that for storing the heat, it is very difficult because you have to maintain the certain like that in a container you have store 100 degrees Celsius the hot water, and now it is asked to you people you have to maintain the 100 degrees Celsius temperature for a longer period of the time. So it is very quite difficult if you are not having the proper equipment, proper container available with you. The heat is lost from your system. It is nothing but you are not trying to maintain the desired the desired occupancy for the system. So maintaining is a very difficult part. For that particular maintenance what you need, just I will ask the simple questions to you people. My screen is not visible. My screen is visible to you?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Shall I, sir?
Yes, okay. No, someone have asked me the questions, so that's why. Okay,
No, no, no.
uh,
Visible.
okay. So now, in this regards, you have to just I will ask the very simple question to you people. If you have to maintain a temperature in a system, then what is the mandatory part? What you need in a container? You have to maintain 100 degrees Celsius temperature for a longer period of the time. Then what you need? Yes, anyone? Anyone can answer. So Adesh, just please answer me. Adesh Arote. Adesh have answered that isolation is required. Yes, the usual have given the right answer. That is, we need a thermal insulations for the heat, right? So now, yes, again, the Ajay Patil answered the same things. Dattatreya answer. Yes, good. So it is very nice to hear you people that you know that certain things. Insulation, right? So insulations. Mayur, Shren, Rutvik. Good. So now insulation is needed over there. So now so then you try to maintain a certain energy level in a system. Now this particular heat transfer is not only the study of the energy what you needed over there. So now we need to design a certain equipment that will increase the your rate of the heat transfer. It is not like that ki naturally we people have to wait in an industry. We need to complete the some kind of the operations, and in that your rate plays a very important role. In that particular rate, your time goes reduced. If your time goes reduced, then again the your efficiency matters over a lot over there. So by keeping all this particular point in mind, we have to predict the proper rate of the heat transfer, and proper rate of the heat transfer in coming days will learn this particular concept. Then again, not only the heating part is there. After the heating, we know that the evaporation is there. After the evaporation, condensation part is there. So it is nothing but the phase change operations are there. So for that particular phase change also, the study plays a very important role. It is not like that we have to just heat the component and leave it. We have to talk about the operation and condensation because it is in a closed system. And when your closed system is there, when the system goes end a level, in that particular case also you have to take care. So this is the small introductions about the heat transfer. Now, what are the applications? I already told you that in everywhere you can find out the heat transfer related operations in a cooking, air condition, fans in all system, fans, air blow, wind, everywhere heat transfer operations are there. So now, before starting the actual concept, you have to understood the relative molecular distance of the different phases of a substance at a fixed temperature. So now, just understood that key just this is one kind of the system. Yeah, the phase is there where the fixed temperature is there, and in that particular phase temperature of this fixed temperature, you have to understood the how the molecular distances are there. So now the your A is nothing but the gas and vapor, P is nothing but the liquid, and C is your the solid. So now at this point, particular point, it is very important to understand about the basic informations that the phases of a substance like your solid, liquid, or the gas are associated with its energy content. So just take an example. In this solid phase, the molecules or atoms are very close to each other, very close. So now in this particular figure, I think there is some kind of the vice versa. Just please, I'm just trying to correct you people. Um this A is talks about the solid. Please correct over here. A is the solid, B is the liquid, and C is the gas. Right. So now, in a solid phase, the molecules, atoms, see, just see this particular molecules, atoms, they are very close to each other, and it will give a very rigid structures. And now, probably in a next figure, in a B, you can see over here, the liquid phases sufficiently thermal energy is present, which keep the molecules sufficiently apart from each others, and it is result of rigidity losses. You can see over there, so there is the dislocation of the molecules are available over here. In a gas phase, you can say that the presence of additional energy is there, so which result the complete separation of the molecules as the temperature, the fixed temperature is there. Just take an example of the 50 degrees Celsius. At 50 degrees Celsius oven, the molecules are in a discrete form, and the complete separations is there. Molecules or the atoms are free to move anywhere in the space. So it is must be noticed that whenever a change of phase occur, a large amount of energy involved in a transitions. So now what we people are dealing over there, so now the dealing with the heating and the cooling of material is almost all the processes where to use the complete the solid material, liquid, as well as the gas component when you have to deal the actual component in a system. In that particular case, the heat transfer is an indisciplinable part of any kind of the industries. So therefore the heat transfer is a common subject in most of the disciplines. You should know that in a mechanical engineering also people are learning the heat transfer, in a material engineering also, in a thermal engineering also, and a chemical engineering also. The people are learning the heat transfer subject. So that's why the study of the heat transfer is a very vital role in the chemical process industries. And as a chemical engineer, please try to understand, as a chemical engineer you must have the thorough knowledge of the heat transfer principles and their applications. So now I hope you have to understood this particular thing. It is very simple. Solid, the molecules are the fixed, as compared to the solid. In a liquid, the molecules are not discrete, and in a C you can see over there the molecules are in a transition mode. So there are the three different mode in which the heat may pass from a hot body to the cold one. So these modes are, what are these particular modes? So I think I already asked these particular questions in the pre-survey also. So these mode are as the conductions, the convections, and then the radiations. So it should be noted that the heat transfer takes a place in a combination of the two or the three modes in any real engineering applications. So we will have the very separate discussion on the conductions, convection, and the radiations. But it is rarely happen that only the convection is going on. It is rarely happen that only the convection is going on, and it is rarely happen that only the radiation is going on. the two or the more the mode of the heat transfer is responsible for transferring the heat from one place to the another place. So up to this particular point, if you have any kind of the questions, you please ask me. Anything that you want to ask, or else a very simple poll I will float over here. Just answer quickly. You are able to see this particular poll. My sir,
Yes, sir.
हे पोल रिझल्ट कसा शो करायचा?
तिथे टॅब असेल सर रिझल्ट साईट म्हणून. क्लोज केलं का तुम्ही?
हा
क्लोज केलं का सर?
हा क्लोज केलं.
मॅनेजचा एक हॅलो.
हा बोला.
आहे का तिथे सर रिझल्टचा एक टॅब?
जस्ट अ सेकंड. एक पोल रिझल्ट म्हणून ग्रीन कलर दिसतंय. हाईड पोल रिझल्ट एनेबल.
येस. आणि इथे मला विजिबल नाहीये सर ऍक्च्युली
ओके.
तो टॅब. आणि सर काही क्वेश्चनचे आहेत ना वर्ड किंवा कॅरेक्टर लिमिटेशन असल्यामुळे पूर्ण कम्प्लीट क्वेश्चन झालेला नाही तो टाईप.
ओके ओके.
थोडासा तुम्हाला तो क्वेश्चन रेज झाल्यानंतर हे करावं लागेल. जे वर्ड नाही येत ते क्वेश्चन कम्प्लीट करावं लागेल सर.
अच्छा अच्छा. ओके.
लिमिटेशन असल्यामुळे ते टाईम पुढे घेत नाहीत.
अच्छा अच्छा अच्छा. ठीक. काय प्रॉब्लेम.
येस येस.
स्क्रीन दिसते का माझी?
हो हो विजिबल आहे. नो प्रॉब्लेम.
I think poll is not visible. Poll is not visible. Okay, ठीक है. We'll see that. Okay, leave it. We'll see the lateral part. Now please check that whether you are getting the poll. So again, I will just wait for the few seconds and then I will close it. Okay, so almost 89% have the voted over here. And now the correct answer is that yes, you all know that the conduction, convection, and the radiations. Similarly, one small yes, this is the second poll. Okay, leave it. So now the first question is answered by the most of the people. So the mode of the heat transfer is the uh, conduction, convection, and the radiation. Okay, so we'll continue again the part. So now what is mean by the conductions? I think this is very important. Uh, the mode of the heat transfer. So in a very simplified form, we try to understand over here. You have seen this particular figure, the solid, the liquid, and then the gas. Now you can see over there, in a solid, the molecules are very close to each other. In a liquid, the molecules are in a discrete form, and in a gas, when the slightly temperature is provided, the molecules are they are moving from one place to the another place. So now the conduction, the mode of the heat transfer. So what we try to understand, the different stages during this conduction in a metallic rod. So now conduction is the transfer of the heat in a continuous substance without any observable motion of the matter. Means your molecule is a fix, and now whatever the temperature is provided, yeah, whatever the heat is provided, the heat is transferred from atom to the atom, the molecule to the molecule, then without moving the substance. So now thus the heat is essential in a transition of the energy by molecular motions. So now you have to consider this, the metallic rod is being heated at the end of the other end, and the rod gets the heated automatically. The now you know that suppose you are taken a one metal rod and you are trying to hit from the another end, automatically the next end get heated. So the molecule have transmitted their energy without changing the position of the molecules, without changing the position of that the atoms. The heat is transported from one end to the another end, and this particular mode of heat transfer means if the molecule not changing their the position, this particular nothing but the conduction phenomena. So now you can see over there, this is the first figure where you are trying to the metallic rod is being heated. You can see over there the small red portion. If you are able to see that, it is nothing but the heating is started over here. Now this is the step 2. The energy is transferred to the atoms, and the vibration of the mode is started. Now you can say that the molecule are energized and a vibration is increased over there. So now it is nothing but the molecules of the metallic rod get energy and the heating medium and collide with the neighboring molecules. Thus, the process transfer the energy from the more energetic molecules to the low energetic molecules. The basic law of heat transfer: the heat is always transferred from high temperature to the low temperature. This process transfer the energy from more energetic molecule to the lower energetic molecules. So thus what the heat transfer requires over here, the temperature gradient. So you try to understand, if there is a temperature gradient, then only the transfer of the heat is possible. If the temperature gradient is not there, then the transfer of the heat is not possible, and thus the energy transfer by the conductions occur in the directions of the decreasing the temperatures. So now you can see over here, uh, I will show you that particular figures to you people also. uh, the third part, yes, as the more energy is transferred to the atoms, the vibration increases as well as the transfer to the the other molecules. Now you can see that the atoms are their vibration spreading through the metals. The atoms are energized and the vibration increases, and this is the the complete metal is there. So you can see that we have started from here, and now it will occupy the whole part get heated, but and none of the molecule have changed the positions. So this is nothing but the conductions. Simple. I will show you simple video for you people. I again play for you people. You can see that the heat is there, the molecules are being heated, but none of the molecules have changed the positions, right? See over here, the heat is there, the molecule are transferring their temperature, but none of the molecule have changed their positions. Very simple. There is nothing hard in this particular subject. We'll make more and more simplified form, right? So any questions? Yes. Anything? We have to expect the two-way methods. Okay. So let it. We have to move to the next part. That is a convection. Now, just in another way, I will just try to conclude the conduction. So, as the molecules are not changing their positions, so this mostly happens in a solid only, right? So, conduction is the mode, the heat transfer. It mostly happens in a solid, and it rarely happens in a solid, and it is really impossible in a gas, but it rarely happens in the liquid. So if the liquid is a more viscous, semi slurries are there, so in that particular case the molecules are not in is like fixed in a solid, but still we can say that this is the conduction mode of the heat transfer, right? So conduction is mostly in a solid, rarely in a liquid, and no possibility in a gas, right? Then the convection. So now you can see over here, I already shown you the one thing. Okay, now when the microscopic particles of a fluid moves from one region of a hot to the cold region, so it carries with a definite amount of its enthalpy. Now that particular flow of enthalpy is known as the convections. So now you know that when you are trying to heat the water, it is provided from the bottom side. So you know that the heated water move to the up, then cold water comes down, then this movement is going on. Means ultimately what happen, the water itself have carrying the rate of the heat transfer, temperature they are transferring, but ultimately they are changing their positions. It is not like in a conduction scheme molecules are the fixed. Here your molecules in a your water in a the circulations the form. Just focus on this particular first figure in a circulation form. So now so what it carries, it is nothing but the defined amount of the enthalpy is carried. I hope you know that what is meant by the enthalpy. It is a discrete form of the energy, and then enthalpy is always um, in a transition mode. So now such a flow of enthalpy, we can say that it is a convection. Convection may be the natural or the force, we can say that. So Natural means, as the name implies, the movement of the fluid particle. It is mostly because of the one force, and that particular force already, I think, momentum in a momentum transfer. You people have learned. So if there is a natural convection, the fluid is particle, and it is due to the buoyancy force. So how the buoyancy force is then is the occurring system? It is obviously with the density difference of a heated and a colder region of the fluid. So you can see over there, this is the figure A, where the sorry colder and the, the heater region of your fluid. Just give me 1 second. So now figure A you people have seen. Whereas in a second figure you can see over here, the force convection means the movement of the particle in a heated region to the colder region. It happens, but you have to provide some external force. External force, it is nothing but the stirrer you people have provided over here. That the everything is going on naturally. Here you have provided one kind of the additional force. It is nothing but the force you people have provided over there. So this is the force, but the concept is very simple. When you are heated the water, the heated molecule go to the up, colder molecule get down, means the molecule itself carrying the energy, but they are changing the positions. Okay, I can see a small video based upon this. Heating is provided. You all are able to see this screen. Heating is provided, molecules are moving. Now you can see that these molecules are continuously movable. So now these molecules are carrying the heat, but still they are changing their positions. Very simple. So now just try to understand where this concept can be happen. Yeah, where this mode of the heat transfer can happen. Mostly in a liquid. Rarely, yeah, again we can say parallelly in a gas, but in a solid it is difficult, right? Because in a solid the molecules cannot change the positions. Molecules are fixed. But if the solids, we can say the semi-solids are there. In a semi-solid, mostly it can be possible. But mostly, in a majority of the cases, it is possible in a liquid and the gas only. Yes, clear? Anything that you want to ask up to this particular point? Yes, right. Usually you are right. External agent is not in the video. No, just for a simplification means how the convection is going on. Only that particular part we have put. You can easily get the video if you want to search it. Molecules not change their position, but what about the structures? Prasad have one question. Molecules not change their position, but what about the structure? Now, Prasad, try to understand the your structure is depending upon the molecular structures. Your molecules are available in your the system. So now, if your molecules are not the fix, then structure automatically get affected. And the reason is that why the molecules get affected, because you have provided the temperature. So that's why if the molecules are the fixed in a solids also, suppose more than the desirable limit, if you are trying to provide the temperature, yeah, even in a metal rod you are just provided the 60 degrees Celsius, then there is no effect. But if the 200 degrees Celsius temperature you are provided, in that case the molecule also get distracted, molecules also get disturbed, molecules also get changed. In that particular case your solid get converted to the melting, the process is there, and then it maybe cases a solid get converted to the liquid. So yes, these are the phases are there, right? You understood these things, molecules? Okay, good. Anyone would like to ask anything? Okay, so we'll continue. One more question, Viraj. Can all the three modes are seen in the liquid, in a and in the gases? At the end, I will show you one slides to you people, Viraj. Just uh, wait for that particular slides, then you can understood. Okay, then one more, the mode of the heat transfer, that is the radiations. Now you can see over here, radiation means transfer of your heat. Oh, or in a simple way we can say that uh, there is no medium is needed over there. When we have to transfer the heat, obviously there is no medium is available. Now if there is no medium means there is a gas is available. A gas is the by default medium if there is no the medium is there. So already we have seen that some medium is needed for the heat transfer. In case of the conduction we need a solid, in a convection we need either a gas or the liquid. However, in this particular case radiation, electromagnetic waves, now you can see over there this electromagnetic waves pass through the empty space, and this travel means how the waves are get transferred. We know that how the waves the travels. So it is travel with the velocity of the light, and this velocity of the light is always available in this particular vacuums. This is the reasons we directly getting the rays from the sun, because they are transferring to the velocities of the light, and through the vacuum it will reach to the normal surfaces, yeah, the earth surfaces. So these particular waves are being absorbed, reflected and transmitted by the matter. So in this particular case uh, you come to know that every the waves, every electromagnetic wave, if they are transmitting the, if they are transmitting the uh no, they're sorry, just I'm just trying to correct the figures. I'm not able to screen on my screen, my laptop screen. I hope you all able to screen in just couple of seconds. Okay, now see here. So now these waves are absorbed, they're reflected and transmitted by the matters. So in that particular case, you need to choose the particular waves. So we know that when the heated air comes to our surfaces, initially our body is trying to absorb it parallelly. It will reflected it, because we cannot sustain the more and more temperature. If the thing is not in our hand, then this particular heat get transmitted to our the own bodies. So this is nothing but the one kind of the concepts where we can say that there is a thermal radiations that can be describe the electromagnetic radiations, which mostly observed to be emitted by the surfaces that the thermally excited bodies, we can say that. So now here you can say that heater is the higher temperature, the person at a lower temperature and getting hit primarily through the radiations. and now the surfaces get occupied the particular heat, and then some heat get absorbed, some heat get reflected, and some heat get transmitted from its close to the inner surfaces of the body, from inner surfaces body to the next level of the transmissions. So one more thing that I want to highlight is there will be continuous interchange of the energy between the two radiating bodies, with a net exchange of the energy from the hotter to the cold bodies. So you can see that there is a continuous exchange. It is not like that only this particular the temperature is occupied over here. They have transmitted the heat, as well as um, there is a continuous exchange in the in a particular the mode of the heat transfer. So I hope you understood this particular concept also, the radiations, where the heat is higher temperature, it get transmitted, no mode is needed over there, only the vacuum is available, the atmospheric air is there. Through that it will transmit it to the lower body. Why it is transmitted to the lower body? Because the basic law of heat transfer, it is always transfer from high side to the low side. So now mostly it is related to the electromagnetic waves through um, the velocity of the light get transmitted, and the best suitable example is the sun, where the heat is comes through the velocities, and it will come to the surfaces. Why it will come? Because heat is always transferred from high side to the low. It is not like that ki the sun radiations or sun rays only comes to the earth. It will go to the every planets, the most possible planets. So it is a simple example, high to the low, where the low temperature it is there, this heat is trying to the reach over there, right? Anything that you would like to ask? Okay, just one slide I want to show you people, and that will answer your all the queries. This is the summary. So now you can see that this is the heat. So now these are the radiations. Because of this particular radiations, the heat, the molecules are being heated over here. Now the molecules are heated, they are changing the position, they will go to the up, they will go to the down. This is nothing but the convection mode, because molecules have changed their positions, right? These are the radiations. Why? Because heat is there, there is a big space is available between container to the burner. So through the radiation, yeah, through the velocities, through the vacuums are available over there, high to the low, this container get heated. It is nothing but the radiations. Now this container is having the small handle, we can say this is the metallic handle. So now once the container get heated, the heated molecule, they are transferring from one point to the another point. Now you can say that this is the conductions. So radiation, convection, and then the conductions. I think the Vijay's answer is over there. Now he has asked that all modes are possible in a liquid. Possibly in a liquid, mostly the convection is there. But if the liquid is having the semi-slurry type, in that particular possibility of the conduction is there, right? So again, it's time for the poll. Quickly, we will take a poll. Hardly 30 seconds you people are getting. Answer quickly. Last 4 to 5 seconds. So you can see over there 80% they have corrected answer. Continuous. Still some the confusions in the mind, resistance, and this 4% I know that they are the less attentive. That's why only randomly they are given the answer. The randomly they are given the answer, the random, right? Then one more. This was a tricky questions. I am able to see in the n number of the confusions over here. And most of the people have given the wrong answer. It is not electromagnetic heat transfer. It is electromagnetic radiations. It is a electromagnetic radiations. You get confused between the heat transfer and the radiations. Here the transfer of the heat is because of the radiations. Because no media is there. So you have to take the some efforts. You have to read the some more things about the radiations in a very simplified form. I try to explain over there, but still this is the task for you people also, right? Apart from that, anything, any question is there? Okay. Yes, some questions are there. Just quickly I try to understand and trying to answer these questions. Visuals questions are in that, right? That convection mode we have to provide the heat in a glass flask. So a transfer of the heat through the flask not possible conduction. So there is a conduction in the flask and convection in the liquid and radiation and transfer of the heat. Right. Mayur, you already explained your question itself. You answer your queries. If there is a container having the liquid, so container, the solid surfaces carry the conductions, the liquid is the convections, and if the liquid get vaporized, it is nothing but the radiations, right? Prasad, from one body to the another without any physical contact, I'm not able to okay, radiation is the transfer, right? Radiation is nothing but there is no mode of the heat transfer is there. The transfer of the radiations or the heat in a vacuum, so no physical contact is there, right? You are right. Vacuum radiation is possible for or not. Actually vacuum radiation is not any kind of the term. Vacuum is the nothing but the empty space. Through that particular empty space you need to transfer the heat. Now for transferring the heat in a vacuum you need some kind of the high force. So when the high heat is there, then obviously there is a transfer of the heat. So vacuum radiation is not any kind of the term. Radiations is the term. Through the vacuum the heat is being passed. Which mode of the heat transfer is the fast? You answer, Aditya. Tell me which is the fast. It is not a just one line answer key. This mode of the heat transfer is a fast. There is some possibilities of the the conduction also, there is some possibilities in the liquid also, in possibilities in the radiation also. Radiation also, heat transfer is a fast, but the cooling rate is simultaneous. Convection also similarly. Conduction, the cooling, the heating rate is slow, but the cooling rate is also the slow. So it is not like that um, the mode of the heat transfer is a fast or the slow. In application, yeah, in a designing part, we'll say this particular things, right? So how much time is with me, my sir?
Yes. Yes, sir.
I'm having some time. Yeah, I exceeded my time.
No, your time is over, sir.
Okay. So just if any question is that, you can mail me these things. And now these materials I will upload on the coal poll. So you again get this particular material after this particular class. So I again repeat the things. Whenever the sessions are there, before that, in most of the sessions, there will be some pre-service are there. It is mandatory for you people to answer all the questions, and the each and everything is counted. Also, this pre-survey and the post-survey part is very important. Poll thing is it is a teaching methodology, right? So at the end, whatever the summary or the polls we are taken, uh, right? Okay. So thank you all. My sir, you can close now.
Yes, yes. Thank you, sir. Thank you, students.
Yes, thank you all.
Yeah.
Good morning, sir.